afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're at. Welcome to my channel. I am Novice Elaine. We're going to be doing some Uncorked Magic here. I've been on hiatus for about a year trying to finish my school, and actually I did finish. I have an associate's in teaching, so I'm very glad that I was able to finish that. Today we're going to make this card here. I'm trying something different with the camera view. I'm still trying to get my equipment together, and I've been doing that for a couple of years now, but we're going to do this card, and it's a grateful thank you here, if you could see that. I'm hoping that it comes into focus there. We're going to be using alcohol inks. All right, I was able to put together the things that we will need. For our card, I have the alcohol ink turquoise from Ranger Alcohol Inks. This one is Glacier, and this one is, I'm not going to be able to say this right, Valenius. It's one of the new pearl inks that Tim Holtz, I guess, had come out with a few months ago. I guess I'm behind the times. Liquid glue, distress paint, blending solution. My best friend showed me this, and it's like a little blower. Sometimes I use it for like getting the dust out of my tiles and stuff, so that worked pretty good. Your crafter's tape, the Thinlets from Suzix. I was trying to remember what here it is. The Swirling Stars is what it's called. My best friend ended up sending me these. They're magnets, 4x4s or 4x6. You can either take the tape off and tape them somewhere, put them up against something, and then have all your dies there. But I like it because it keeps all my dies from falling off anywhere. And they actually work very well because all my die cuts are all this way, and they're all put in a container this way, and they all don't fall out. Because how many times have we had it where we have one falling out, or we're missing something and it's in the box? But this keeps it pretty good, and I'll put a link to that. We got them from Amazon, so we'll need that. I am sorry, I don't remember where I got these from, but you can find them at your local hobby stores to use as with your die cuts for the names on your card. These are the ideologies from Tim Holtz. These are my little star ornaments that I got. I believe I got them about a year ago to do some this card and some Halloween cards. Now, you can always substitute these words. You can put happy birthday, do a die cut, or whatever you have laying around in the house that you can just recycle or reuse. And what I ended up using for the back of the card on there is I have two separate types of metallic paper. This was from Tim Holtz Ideology. I think I bought it last year, and the cool thing is it comes with different colors, and I really liked it. But I had a 50% off at one of my craft stores, and I used it for that because I believe it was like almost $15 for 36 papers. And then for Halloween last year, I found this at clearance at Michael's. I don't know if they still have it, but they were like $3.99, and I used a 50% off for it. And it comes with 20 sheets, and it's just the same. All right, one thing I did want to share that I thought was really cute and funny is when I did use my stencil for my stencil, I correct that, my die cuts in my Big Shot machine, I couldn't find my little tool like this to poke out the stars, and usually I'm always flossing my teeth. So I ended up finding one of my Dentex, and I was just able to use it to poke the stars out. So whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you have around the house, a toothpick or anything, you don't have to buy fancy, smancy stuff. I mean, it is convenient, you know. You have your little, I don't know how to, it's ergo friendly, and it pokes and everything, but you can use it with a toothpick or, you know, dental floss. I had this from Creative Memories from a while back because I use it so I can go ahead and glue the letters that you're going to see me do here in a little while. And then I use a toothbrush and put some distress paint on here, and so I use that to make the little glitter that I'm going to do here in a minute. So you just fold them here. I ended up cutting, like I said, I'm horrible in math. My purple cardstock from Stampin' Up! Already done. And then this is the Yupo paper, paper that we'll be using for that one, and then putting them together here once we're done. So wanted to mention that as well. Go ahead and get my ink, shake them up, and we're going to use turquoise, glacier, and villainous for the pearl inks. On this one, oh gosh, those inks that they came out with, the pearl, alcohol pearl from Ranger Inks. I guess I've been out of the loop because wow, these are, I love the bright colors on there. They're very, very nice. Okay, I guess I got something there stuck. Anyways, I feel like a squirrel with a little light running around. So I'm hoping this comes out as good as I did the other one. So here goes. So I'm just gonna put some dots here, inks everywhere here. First I was thinking I wanted it to look like a galaxy because there's purples and there are little turquoises, blues and blacks and whites and orange and yellow, but every time I mix the blue with the yellow, what do we get? Green. And I was like, oh, that's not gonna, just didn't come out right. And it kept coming out black with some of the colors that I had, so I was like, I don't know if I like that. But anyways, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and so I had some other cards there that I used and made some cards. So I'm just gonna put some of my blending solution here, and hopefully, now like I said, I haven't done these cards in forever, and I don't know what possessed me to do a card today, but I notice that whenever I'm not, you know, doing anything and I like making myself happy, for some reason arts, you know, spending time with my family, it makes me happy, but making arts and making cards to make other people smile makes me happy. And so anyways, I just like doing that. And so what I'm using here is this it's from Tim Holtz, and I just opened it up. It is the alcohol ink air blower. And I'm just using it. I think this is the second time I've used it since I got it. I like it. I mean, it sure beats me than blowing from a straw, because I don't know about y'all, but I get, I almost hyperventilate because I'm just like, okay, that's enough blowing for the day. And I noticed that I was always ready to pass out, but I just took a break and I continued blowing and I was fine. This one for some reason that one gets stuck. I've noticed that, and I shook it already. Maybe if I'm doing something wrong, y'all can tell me in the comments below and tell me why this shoots out the way that it does. But move the ink around. Now I do this with both hands. I've tried one with both hands, and whatever makes you happy. All right, so this is my finished masterpiece. What I did is also, while I was away, I went ahead and coated it with Camar varnish. I just sprayed on it and let it sit for about 30 minutes, and normally that just gets it dry. Won't bleed anywhere, or anyways. So I just love using this product here, so it can make a sealant on there. I've also used it on like my coasters that I've done, that I'm going to hopefully put a video up here for that too. And you know what? What I notice is, what I put these here because I would recommend you use gloves when you're doing your alcohol inks. I didn't do it. Didn't get little stains here like that on your finger, which you can just wash off with soap or put some little bit of alcohol on it. Baby wipes, stuff like that. So it's up to you what you want to do, but I normally use gloves. I just forgetting a lot of things. So let's see here. Here are my little stars, and let's see here. So what I did was, this here I guess has been sitting for a while, so that's why my fingers got all sticky here, or yucky gucky. So just do die cut. Gosh, I hope that's not too much glare. Did the die cut for this, and I did the thanks. And the letters for the you're the best and the thank you were all individual cut, and I couldn't find the one where you could put the adhesive on there, so when you did cut it, it would just already be sticky. So instead of going through you're the best and trying to put there, because I think I lost a T somewhere, we're just gonna throw that out. Okay, I'm gonna use this here, and I'm going to use my handy dandy poker that was near me. I had the little pick for my Dentap thing close by, but let's go ahead and put that thank you, figure out where we want to put that here. I would highly advise that you glue it on here once you've done the toothbrush stuff. Tape this part onto the card, because once you have the embellishments on, it's really hard because it's 3D on there, and so then it's hard. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, you can do it. I mean, it's not like it's going to be the end of the world or anything like that if we don't do it that way, but I like doing it before that, so then it's easier to tape. And then I have my little stamp here. I'm waiting to get my other one in the mail for Uncorked Magic by Elaine. And this one here is just stays on ink on there. It's supposed to be new. For some reason I don't know, it's just faded or getting dry or something. Maybe I left it open or something. I have no clue. And what I'm going to do later on off camera is I'm going to go ahead and add another, cut this part off here and make it to where it fits in here. And then what I'm going to do is measure white, so then that way I can have where I can write the card on there. Sometimes if I'm feeling just making it simple, I just leave it like that. So, or put a star stamp here, or a heart or something, or a little squiggly line. But I don't know if you can see that, but the glue here that you're going to see here that's sticking out like a little bit, that residue, that's going to dry clear. If you don't feel like it's going to, what I would do is, this is kind of messy, but I would get something like a little Q-tip, I mean not Q-tip, a little toothpick, and just mess with it when it's still wet, like me, dum-dum. I'm starting to mess with it when it's already dry, so it's going to look like the adhesive is sticky, but I would just wait for it to dry. But this is the card here. But I really enjoy making a handmade card, even if it's not this embellished on there. If you just do, you know, the alcohol inks on there, and you stamp thank you on there, that's a card right there. But I did want to share with y'all, since I am coming back to doing my videos, if I can find it here, I'll be right back. The prize or not, but if you do, please comment what you liked about my video, what your suggestions are. And what I'll do is, I don't have my watch with me, but say after posting this video, I will do a random drawing on June 11th. Does that sound about right? June 11th? And then I'll just pick a name, put them, I hope, I'm gonna want to do it live, so we can at least do a little video on there. So if not, I'll definitely video it, and I'll put the names in a little hat or a little box and shake them up, and then you and I can go ahead and direct message to get your address where you would want me to send this letter, clear stamps of a thank you to use on your cards. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night, and thank you for joining me. I am Novice Elaine for Uncorked Magic.